Auto-obsessed here. Cordless battery-powered foaming sprayers. More expensive than hand pump pressurized sprayers, but a lot more convenient and powerful. In this video, we'll talk about how we as professional detailers evaluate sprayers and review the all-new Griot's Garage Cordless Foamer Sprayer. So how do we evaluate a foaming sprayer? Well, value. Are we getting a return on our investment in terms of time and convenience? Effectiveness. Does the unit actually do what we need it to do? Does it do a good job dispensing our cleaning product onto the area we're working on? Build quality and durability. Is this thing flimsy? Is it going to fall apart? Or is it going to give us a long service life? Ergonomics. Is it comfortable? Are the controls simple and straightforward, or is it finicky to use? Maintenance. Does it require an inordinate amount of intense TLC to keep it in good working condition? Or is it as simple as wiping it down and putting it away? So difference between hand trigger pull sprayers, hand pump sprayers that are pressurized with air, battery operated compressors which also pressurize the sprayer with air, and battery operated direct suction sprayers which have a suction pump in the sprayer head. So what are the advantages and the disadvantages of the three styles? Well, the hand pull trigger style, they're very inexpensive to manufacture. They do spray and foam the product quite well, but they require manual effort, and if you're spraying a large area, you'll likely feel the muscles in your forearm getting sore and fatigued from pulling the trigger so much. And what you'll likely do is end up switching to the other hand, and honestly, you'll end up feeling tired and irritated with the job. That brings us to hand pump pressurized sprayers. This style of sprayer uses a hand pump compressor to pressurize the inside of the reservoir, and then when you press the trigger, that high pressure pushes the liquid through the sprayer head. This saves the constant trigger pulls that we mentioned before, and it gives a really good thick voluminous spraying foam. But it only lasts a little while until you need to pump up the air pressure again. And because it's high pressure, it requires about 30 to 50 psi depending on the model. The parts and seals needed to keep the sprayer working do eventually need to be replaced. So possibly a little more cost down the road for maintenance. Now, battery powered pressurized sprayers are also good. This gives a lot of foam, but the seals and O-rings do eventually need service too. Then we have direct suction style, where instead of air pressure in the reservoir pushing the liquid out, a battery operated pump in the spray head pulls the liquid up a pickup tube and forces it out through the spray nozzle. The benefit here is this is a little easier on the parts, there's no high pressure seal required, so the unit will last longer without replacement parts. Cordless foaming sprayers are a new category in the detailing industry. There's not much in the market yet for detailing focused battery powered sprayers. There's lots for garden sprayers, but foaming sprayers for detailing, the manufacturers are just getting into it. This brings us to the all new Griot's Garage Cordless Foamer Sprayer. Let's dive in and see what's included in the box. In the box you get the Griot's Garage Foamer Sprayer. It also comes with two tips, so you have the foaming tip and we have the spraying tip. It comes with the charging cord. This is a USB charging cord, so you will need the USB wall adapter. It also has 6 of the yellow sponges, and these are used for foaming. And the unit is well built. It seems quite durable. It's very ergonomic, so it fits really nice on my hand. The controls are quite easy to access. So there's just a couple controls on it. So one is the foam knob. So the foam knob you can dial in between low, high density foam and basically anything in between. We have a battery indicator here. So we just press it and it shows the battery level. We have a charging port here, and the charging port has a rubber cover on it. So you just open it up, you just put in the charging cord. It takes 2 hours to charge and it has a run time of 60 minutes. Then when you're done charging, just make sure you put the cover back on and make sure that it's protected against water. The trigger is a rubberized trigger. It has two functions. It's got a momentary function, so just quick, or hold it as long as you want it to operate. It also has a lock, so you just push it all the way in and lock it, and now you can use it for as long as you're going to use it on the job. Turn it off, just simply click it in and let it out. On the reservoir, it's quite easy to change. This is a 46-ounce reservoir. It has a 90-degree turn to release it, so 90 degrees, release it. We have the pickup tube and a filter. On the side of the bottle, we also have markings here to help you line it up. So there's 2 dots, so 2 lineup marks here, so it's easy to see. On the end as well, we also have the indices on the bottle, so you can use this for dilutions. You can also see how much product is still left. That's in milliliters and ounces. Once again, it has a 46-ounce capacity. To change the tips is very, very easy. So right now we have the foaming tip on. Also too, I should mention before we take it off, the foaming tip also, you can do it in 2 modes. So right now it's in vertical spray pattern, and we can just give it a quarter turn here, and now we have a horizontal, so you can spray in both horizontal or vertical. To remove it, we just simply unscrew it, and then you can go ahead and put on the sprayer tip. And the sprayer tip has an adjustment as well, so you can adjust from a stream, so we just open it up on the end here for a stream, or you close it to get a wider spray pattern. Nice brass fitting, really, really easy to use. To change from this spray to foam, so just one thing I want to show you here, so just change the tip. So in here is also a filter, so this filter stays in for both foaming and spraying, but to dial in the foam, here's where we go ahead and use those sponges, the yellow sponges I mentioned. So it comes with 6 sponges, and the way it works is you just add sponges to make the foam thicker, or remove sponges to make the foam thinner. So you just put it into the filter here. You're probably going to want a set of tweezers. Tweezers is helpful, or a pick. Just put it in all the way to the end. Slide it back in, and now go ahead with the foaming tip. Okay, so very easy to change when you take them out. Again, I would recommend having a pair of tweezers, because it's going to be pretty hard for you to get that sponge out. So just a set of tweezers, and there we go. Now for maintenance on the unit, so it's quite easy. There's not a whole lot to do. Griot's Garage recommends after every use, you just dump out the remaining product or put it in another container. Rinse out the container with fresh water, rinse out the filter tube, fill the container full of clean water, and then just spray the unit until there's no longer any product or any remaining foam coming out. Also regularly you want to clean out the filter and the tip, so the filter tube here, the filter, and any of the sponges as well. So just clean those out regularly. So that's it for maintenance, quite easy to maintain. There are many uses for the Griot's Garage Cordless Foamer and Sprayer. And in our testing, we wanted to try a few different scenarios out. So we wanted to try the sprayer function, we wanted to try the foamer function, and one of the biggest areas I think people are going to use this for is for car wash soap. So for pre-soaking or for maintenance washing. So what we did is we did 3 different tests. We wanted to see how the product worked with different settings and also using the different sponges. So we started out using the Griot's Garage Brilliant Snow Foam. So Griot's Garage recommends a ratio of 8:1. So in this size foamer, we followed that dilution, and in this case, we used 4 ounces of soap. The first demonstration, we used 3 filters and set the dial in the middle for medium thickness. You can see that with these settings, the foam is too thick and comes out clumpy. Next, we used 2 filters and left the dial in the middle position for medium foam. You can see the foam is very consistent and was spraying very well and clinging to the surface of the car. Last, we used one filter and left the dial in the middle position for medium foam. Here the foam was too thin and watery and it did not work as well. For this demonstration, using the Griot's Garage Brilliant Finish Snow Foam and a dilution of 8:1, setting the foamer to medium foam and using 2 filters gave us the best results. Another use is for cleaning wheels and tires. And here we use the foaming tip and the Griot's Garage 3-in-1 wheel tire mat cleaner at full strength. Here you can see it really foams up the product well and clings to the vertical wheel with ease. Another usage for the sprayer is for spraying clay lubricant. Here we're using the Griot's Garage Speed Shine with the Griot's Garage Clay, and we're using the sprayer to dispense the clay lubricant onto the panel for claying. So here you can see with the spraying tip installed that we have a nice fine mist spray, and it's really easy to spray the clay lubricant onto the panel for claying. Other uses are dispensing insect cleaner, spraying glass cleaner, spraying slip solution for PPF installation, and there are many uses for this foamer and sprayer and can be used for most detailing products. Griot's Garage also has a full list of products that are compatible with this sprayer. What is the warranty? Well, Griot's Garage has one of the best warranties in the business, and Auto-Obsessed is an authorized warranty center. So if you purchase your Griot's Garage foamer and sprayer from Auto-Obsessed, you can simply call us and we will contact Griot's Garage on your behalf for repairs or replacement. Griot's Garage will also be releasing some replacement parts as well, and when they are available, we'll have them listed on our website for sale. Final thoughts. Overall, this is a very impressive sprayer. We're all very excited to see the unit in action, as we've never seen this type of sprayer before. Overall, the build quality is very good. Nothing stood out to us as a concern at all. One of the greatest things is you can use it longer without having to stop to pump it up like you would with other pressurized sprayers. Some other pressurized sprayers do have the compressors, but they're big units. In this form factor, ultra compact, and everything's in one, so nothing else really like it in this category yet. So you can take this and you can foam an entire car in one go. Another nice thing about this is it instantly starts foaming. You don't have to wait for pressure to build up like you would on pressurized sprayers. It has a very nice function, trigger function, where it can be either momentary or lock. You basically have 2 sprayers in one as well. You have a sprayer and then you have a foaming sprayer. So you don't need two different units for this scenario. It does both. It's easy to fill, easy to take apart, easy to clean, and it's easy to convert from the sprayer to the foamer sprayer. So really easy to switch between. And in our use, we tried it with shampoo, wheel cleaners, clay lube, APCs, and the Griot's Garage foamer and sprayer. It performed extremely well and it's quite impressive. I think this would be a fantastic unit to take to a car wash to spray your shampoo for pre-wash situations and for maintenance washing. What do we wish could be better? Well, a couple minor things, nothing huge at all, but it doesn't come with a wall plug, so you're either going to have to find one from something else or go and purchase a wall plug with the USB adapter. And then next, the filters are tricky. They're tricky to remove, and then also you have 6 individual filters. So you have to play with, between 1 and 6. An idea might be in the future to have maybe 3, maybe a small and a medium and a large sponge to put in instead of having the 3 individual. But other than that, a fantastic unit, really nothing of any concern to us. Really excited about the machine. It worked extremely well in our testing, and I know it's going to be a great addition into your garage as well. The Griot's Garage Cordless Foamer and Sprayer, along with the full lineup of Griot's Garage products, can be found in store or online at autoobsessed.com. We've also added the links for the products below to make it easier for you. Let us know what your thoughts are on the new Cordless Foamer and Sprayer, and if you have any questions on the sprayer or the Griot's Garage products, we'd love to hear them in the comments below. Please help us bring more detailing content to you by giving us a like, leaving us a comment below, and subscribing to our channel. And thank you for watching.